We've come to the end of week 3 and what a busy week it's been. I've been involved in a number of activities. The first activity was attending a 2-day academic writing workshop. And there, the opportunity to come together with all the other January starters was one that I was particularly pleased to get involved in. Let me show you a short clip from that training session and some of my immediate thoughts. Okay, so here I am at the second workshop that I've attended, compulsory workshop, looking at academic writing, look at writing for publication, and looking at what makes a good PhD. So it's been quite a long day, but very informative day. Upon reflecting further on the workshop, I think as well as having the opportunity to be immersed with other PhD students, particularly those January starters at the same time as myself, one of the important themes I think that came through was very much the rigour of academic writing and writing style and the messages different styles might convey. That was a really steep learning curve for me and perhaps others who had been away from academic writing for some time. The other key thing that came out of the 2 days was the idea that the PhD is like a project, and that in managing that project we ought to be engaging with the principles of effective project management. And I'm not sure why, but I hadn't quite considered it in that way before. So taking on board those principles that include an effective risk assessment and plotting those key milestones and targets really struck a chord with me and is something that I will be responding to straight away. I think particularly bearing in mind that as a PhD student, because your timetable isn't quite as full in the way it is for full-time students, there's quite a lot of kind of independent study. So managing the project, I think particularly in the early stages, is going to be absolutely critical. So that was helpful, I think. The other opportunity I've had this week is to attend an away day with my research centre, and that was fascinating. It was a real opportunity to immerse myself in the research community and to see research in terms of the bigger picture of my research centre and where I, as a PhD student, might fit into that bigger picture. But just to be immersed in and with the research community all day and to learn of some of the challenges, some of the opportunities, some of the activities that other members of my research centre have been involved in was really quite empowering. What I've learned through this week and what my top tips are from this week, I think I have 2 tips. The first is to take every opportunity to immerse yourself within the research community. And as those opportunities do present, to grab them with both hands. The other tip is to treat the PhD as a project and engage with all the principles of effective project management to manage that project effectively.